Hey everybody, welcome to the Blue Collar Beer Gentleman. I'm Topher. I started this channel because I'm a fan of craft beer, but I'm also on a limited budget. And I wanted to prove it was possible to enjoy good quality beers without having to break the bank. So I'm always looking for the best deal on this channel. And I think I found a pretty good one today. The gang at Belmont Station hooked me up with a 12-ounce can of the Fuzztail Hefeweizen from Sunriver Brewing for $2.49. I've never had Sunriver before. They are an independent craft brewer. Going to show you the logo there, the upside down beer bottle with the word independent nice and bold. That is an indication that you are in fact drinking an independent craft brewer. This, as I said, is a Hefeweizen. Hefeweizens typically come in between 4.0 and 5.5 on the ABV scale. This has 5% ABV. Also has 20 IBUs. Typically American or Hefeweizens come in between 18 and 30. Actually, I guess around 15 and 30. This is described as an American wheat beer. Sometimes Hefeweizens can be done in the style of German wheat beers. Sometimes they can be done in the style of American wheat beers. It says right here, American wheat ale. Refreshing wheat ale with a light citrus touch. The hops that were used in this particular beer were Green Bullet, Cascade, and Lemon Drop. As I said, I've never had anything from Sunriver Brewing, but they are about 165 miles southeast of the greater Portland area. They have been in business since, 2012. And as I said, my friends at Belmont Station, which is located at 4500 Southeast Stark, hooked me up with this 12-ounce can for $2.49. This beer at the time of the recording is 7 months old. Amongst the reviewing community, 3 of my friends on Untapped have given it a cumulative score of 4.0. Those friends were Middleside Topwise, Jamison, and Darren R. So and between the 3 of them, they gave it a 4.0. 6,452 of us on Untapped have given it a cumulative score of 3.660. Beer Advocate has had 34 rankings, average score of 3.48, overall score of 80, which on their ranking is good. So kind of lukewarm reviews amongst the rest of the community. However, among my 3 friends came in with a 4.0, so that's rather high. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of Hefeweizens, never have been. Used to enjoy the Boulevard unfiltered wheat, not going to be drinking Boulevard beers anymore, not happy with how things worked out over there. If you want, you can look into that. You can see the story behind Boulevard beer, but turns out Boulevard beer was an environment in which it was toxic and dangerous for women for years, and nobody paid any attention until the police actually got involved, and I'm kind of ashamed of my hometown brewery in that respect. But here I am in Portland, and I've got Sunriver, and we're going to be giving this a try because I don't let my preconceived notions of varieties get in the way of whether I think they're going to be a good beer or not. And another thing I try to do, especially with the variety like Hefeweizen that I'm not fond of, is I try to, if I don't care for the beer itself, I try to very hard to focus on whether it's true to the variety itself. And so far this is pouring very true to the variety. I'm going to describe this as medium-low carbonation, not overly carbonated. Still seeing some little bubbles traveling towards the top, but it's not much traffic among those paths. Not seeing much in the way of lacing, but that's not altogether surprising. A 5.0 ABV on most standards is actually kind of low. This is rather fuzzy, or rather hazy. Which is kind of what you can expect from a Hefeweizen. They are sort of known for being hazy, unfiltered sort of beers, and so far this is very much looking like a Hefeweizen. I'm going to give a quick beard wipe, see what we encounter. Sure did pick up a lot of wheat and malt. I'm going to stick my straws in directly to see what else I can find. Well, I can pick up the citrus hop profile, that's for sure. Smells like it's sort of tempered with some sweet malt. I don't see any reason to keep you up in my flat. I'm going to go ahead and start drinking. Cheers. Okay, I'll describe that as a medium-low mouthfeel. It doesn't have that sort of rubber bandy, pineapple-y clove flavor that you sometimes get with Hefeweizens, and I'm glad for that. This is actually drinking more like just a standard lager. Maybe that's why it's not receiving such big marks among the reviewing community, because it's not It's not a Hefeweizen lover's Hefeweizen, that's for sure. This is more of a, if you're not much of a Hefe fan like me, this is more in keeping with something you might enjoy. Mostly what I'm tasting is sweetness. I'm tasting like a sweet malt, getting a little bit of that citrus hop on the end. I'm thinking maybe that lemon drop is what I'm tasting. That lemon drop hop is what I'm really tasting on the back end, with that sort of a tart citrus, but still very sweet flavor. Well, I like this beer. I don't know if it's necessarily true to the variety, but I'm not getting that banana clovey rubber bandy flavor, so I'm really enjoying that. And I'm also not getting, there's a, whatever yeast they usually use for Hefeweizen, I don't care for the aroma that it puts into the bouquet either. I gotta say, I like this beer, but I don't know that you hardcore Hefeweizen fans are going to like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a 3.75 for the beer itself, because it arrived in a can. It's gonna get that extra 0.25 for an overall score of 4.0. I'm enjoying it. If you normally are not a big fan of wheat beers, you might enjoy this one. If you are a wheat beer purist, though, I don't know that this is going to be a beer for you. Like I said, I think that might be why it's getting such lukewarm reviews, because it's not very true to form. But otherwise, I'm digging this beer. I think it's pretty good. I'm going to be definitely drinking more beers from Sunriver, and they've got an IPA and a pale ale, and I noticed a chocolate milk stout available in their year-round selections, and I'm going to be checking some of those out because I think this is a good beer, and with them being as close as 165 miles away, I think I should be checking out more Sunriver beers. Well guys, if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to check out my other channel, Fat 50 and Running a Marathon. Until next time, drink good beer and don't break the bank doing it. Cheers!